Get ready with me to defend my research proposal. I have been looking forward to this for about 3 weeks now since I turned in my exam paper. It was about 24 pages in the end result. And today I get to present my research to some people in my committee, and they're going to ask me some questions, and hopefully it goes well and I pass and I get to perform my research study, and then I can officially tell you what it's all about. Now, I am a little nervous, but not too bad. I'm taking myself back to pageant interview days where I can prepare what I can prepare for, and hopefully I have enough knowledge in my brain to come up with an idea or form an opinion based on what I know to answer their questions. And it's been a while. 3 weeks almost since I turned in my paper, so the research isn't as fresh on my brain as I would love for it to be, but I've been studying and prepping some potential questions and just reviewing other literature in this category to see some potential downfalls to my study or some strengths of my study that will really shine through. No, pageants definitely prepared me for all of this because I definitely couldn't fathom going in front of 3 highly intellectual people and answering questions about research in our higher education field had I not done pageants for 4 or 5 years. I went to Miss Alabama 3 times, but one of those was a COVID year, so I was kind of prepping 4 years. So I loved interview, even though it was my least favorite. I did love the preparation for it because I was just the most prepared I could ever be to have any conversation ever. So I'm trying to channel that energy right now, and at least here they're only asking me about one specific topic, whereas my pageant interviews could have been literally anything at any given time. Judge could completely change a subject whenever they wanted to and totally throw me off a loop. Now, my last couple of years in Miss Alabama, or I guess my last year really, it was a little more personable. So questions were more about us, our service initiatives, and what we wanted to do as the state title holder. My very first Miss Alabama interview ever, I got asked what I would rate Trump's presidency on a scale of 1 to 10. I was like, oh, why is this my very first pageant interview? I do not want to do this forever. But it was only that one, and it was during his first term, so I think people were still just really obsessed with, a non-politician winning. So I got asked a lot about Trump. So glad today's interview Q&A is not going to be like that. It'll be much more fun. And my dear friend Jessica, she did her comprehensive exam about this time last year, and she's been so helpful in not only the writing process, but helping me prepare mentally and academically for today. I owe her so big. She has been so supportive and gave me some last minute pointers last night that got me feeling really good. And just, if I don't know something, it's not the end of the world. That's the point of your research, is to continue looking for these things. And this is just a proposal. So a lot of transformation is going to happen between now and when I actually complete my dissertation, which will be hopefully a little over a year from now. I'm not for sure if that's the timeline we're looking at, just because I'm still teetering with a few things on my dissertation. And it's going to be 3 articles, and I don't know how long that's going to take me versus doing a traditional dissertation. I also thought about adding a longitudinal component that follows these people through their freshman to junior, senior-ish year, but I don't know. A lot of things up in the air, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to explore and work at an R1 institution where I could continue research after my dissertation. I'm so excited to tell you guys officially the topic once I pass. For some reason, I just feel I don't want to say it until it's approved. I don't know, that's just some juju I have in my head. I only have really 5 minutes to present my actual topic, and then they ask me questions. So I'm just like, how do I get the most important information out front first and not take up too much time? And I have so much I want to say, and I could ramble about TikTok, as the basis of my research is TikTok in higher education. So take with that what you will. I work at the University of Alabama. Hint, hint. What is a viral phenomenon on TikTok? Anyway, hopefully I just get the information out and don't ramble, because used to, I would not talk to anybody. Back in high school and middle school, if you knew me, you couldn't get me to talk. You couldn't pay me $100 to talk to anybody. And now I can't shut up. So that's what pageants will do for you. And I like my committee a lot. One is a professor I've had multiple times online, but I've spoken with him and had like very in-depth projects where we've talked a lot, obviously virtually, but one of my other professors I had in person and presented an iteration of this project like 2 years ago. So I'm excited for her to see how it's evolved over time. And then my other is my advisor, who I've talked to this project about so much and just spit off ideas with. So I'm really excited for, one, to present this and get it off my chest. Two, I know these people respect the idea, and that makes me a lot more confident going into this presentation, because this idea is not controversial by any means, but it is just so fresh and different than I think that what anyone else is doing in higher ed, at least at the University of Alabama. This is definitely more of a communications marketing type study that I'm trying to merge together. But since I know they respect the idea, I'm so much more excited to present it and talk about it and get some really good feedback to hit the ground running for the summer and maybe dive into some more literature, get things ready for IRB review, and as soon as school starts in the fall, I can like start sending out surveys. Got like an egg head going on right here. I love the short hair, but the clip, it's not clipping. It's also hair wash not, so that's gonna be major after a long day. But off to my meeting, then I'm gonna get ready and present. I'm so excited. I'll let you guys know how it goes.